skin, and just watching the way she works, and she's been helping so many people, especially with better health, and that is really important, and that is the mission. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please give this amazing, amazing daughter, my mentor, my leader, a round of applause.
Childcare, whatever you needed to do to be here, and it's so great to see your beautiful faces. Yes, my name is Tui Molisalo, and I'm really, really grateful to talk to you about Success Trips. And my favorite motto is sacrifice for what you want, or what you want becomes a sacrifice. And just a little brief story. In 2017, I came to my first summit. I was the little girl at the back of the room, like just in awe. And I know that John Hobby remembers when I walked into the hotel and I was just like, and I saw the buffet, I was like, oh. That's I was so sad. My was nervous, but anyway, this company has honestly changed my life. From living in a garage, working 3 part-time jobs, not having $1 to buy a bubble gum. And so I'm so thankful to be COE1 and just to be blessed with this amazing company. So I have some questions to ask you but Jeff kind of went over it as well, and I cried like a baby during his segment. I want you to think about your why again, because I feel like Success Trips allow you the energy to be able to accomplish everything that you want. So if you keep, these are the questions, by the way, that was asked to me when I was invited to the business 11 years ago. If you keep doing what you're doing now, where will you be in 5 years? If life was perfect in every way, what would it look like? And the third question is, if you had more time and more money, what would life look like? And these 3 questions really opened up my mind, because as an island girl, I was taught to get a good job, work, save and scrape and sacrifice, pay bills, and hopefully buy a house. That's the dream. But we didn't know we could travel and do all these other things that the company has opened our minds to, which is why I love Success Trips so much. And the reason why I love Success Trips so much is because it pushes you to tap into that inner being. It requires a different kind of energy. And when you qualify for a Success Trip, everything comes. The growth, the personal development, the team growing, the income, all of that, it comes when you qualify for a Success Trip. And so this is a picture of me shocked seeing Greece for the first time. It's not a trip of a lifetime, it's a lifetime of trips. That's what I love about Nu Skin. And Success Trips is a powerful business duplication tool. It really, really is, you guys. And so, I was I still have goosebumps right now. I was mind blown. My first Success Trip was to Greece. I used to go to Rotorua in New Zealand. Everyone know where that is? That was my holiday spot, and we stayed in a backpackers bunk bed and squashed in 6 people. That was my version of a holiday. So to be able to experience the accommodation, the food, it was so amazing. And honestly, I arrived on that trip with doubts. I left with decisions. I did home with souvenirs. I came home with standards. That was the moment I stopped asking, can I? And I started asking, how fast? When's the next one? And who can I take with me? And it was a real full circle moment, because my first Team Elite trip was to Greece. We also had our leaders, Papusis and Elnos, full of first time in Greece as well. And it was such an incredible Team Elite trip. So if you love the Success Trips, you will love the Team Elite trips. And yes, so not only Success Trips, you qualify for the Team Elite trips. Even if it's in Australia, it doesn't matter. It's still gonna be great. You're not gonna go and pay for a 5-star resort or hotel in Australia yourself, so let the company pay for you, okay? Now, Success Trips give you the permission to go all in. It shifts you from being casual to committed. It gives your one day a deadline. Success Trips say this dream is worth rearranging your life for, sacrificing for a little bit of time to create that life of your dreams. And it helps you to focus and set an example to your team. And so, Success Trips are really, really amazing. Your income will never outgrow your conversations. And I remember when I started this business, I always wanted to be around Jeff and Donna, like listening to them and, you know, like them talking about save more than you spend and all this stuff. And that's what these success trips and the company events do. They allow you, your income to grow your conversations. Trips introduce you to your future normal. Once you've been there, no one can convince you it's impossible. And proximity produces permission. And you make the most amazing friends as well on these trips and create the most memories with your team and your family. Now, new people, they don't know what's hard. Just because I can't do 10K DCSV doesn't mean someone else can come in and do 10K DCSV like that. It's not your job to put limitations on your team and to judge what kind of business they can build or volume they can do. And so, as I'm presenting to new people, just letting you know what I do, we talk about it while presenting to prospects. It's one of the 7 ways of earning. Retail profit, selling bonus, affiliate referral bonus, subscription, building bonus, leading bonus, success trip. Those are our 7 ways that we earn in this company. And so we set the expectation, this is what we do. Brand rep first, success trip next. Straight away, you can qualify for a brand rep and do the volume for the first success trip in the same month. They don't know what's hard, and that can be done. So simplify the plan. This was our 2025 strategy. And you know, talk to your upline. I don't want to interfere or anything, but this is what really worked for us. We present Meta and the business to prospects. As they register, straight away, how fast can you be a brand rep? Not monthly promotion, weekly promotion. Weekly promotion. Can you break away by the 7th, 14th, 21st, the last day of the month? And then sell 100 Meta as a team, and then do it for 4 months. And you got a trip, and you're also earning thousands a month income. And so that was the strategy, which is really great and still going. But here are some lessons that I've learned. Subscription is the key to repeat volume, and Prism.io is the answer to this. I am so excited for Prism. I'm so excited to be refocusing on subscription. I'm so excited to marry. We've had a big face-to-face explosion. We've had a big social media explosion. Now is the time to combine both. This is the time when you can do social media and face-to-face with Prism and subscription. Is going to be amazing. When our business continues to grow, when we are on the success trip, that's a good sign that we have a healthy business. Everyone who comes into the business should be encouraged to have their own personal subscription because they can replicate what they live. So it's really interesting, John's presentation this morning. I really enjoyed it because he was saying 3 scans a day, and I'm also saying 3 scans a day all the way to Egypt.
Yeah.
And so, yes! 3 scans a day. I was like, we're all like connected and telepathically huge, everybody. So this is the 2026 strategy. Present Meta, Prism.io, and business new process. Straight away, register as ASAP using Prism and Meta to become brand rep. And then in month 1, it's you plus 2. You have a Prism, you help 2 people have a Prism, 3 scans a day. Someone should buy some 3 scans, and 104 points a day each. That's your month 1 done. And then month 2, month 3, month 4, you plus 3 people, so that's 4 Prisms. You all scan 3 people a day, that's 104 points a day. Very simple, very doable, right? Yes, do you think you can do that?
Yes.
2 scans a day, 104 points a day. And that's how you qualify for the Egypt Success Trip while also aiming for 5 to 10 new subscriptions every month. So talk to your upline. I don't want to interfere, but I just want to let you know that this is my game plan for the year. Now, I also learned something really cool. When you think about it, 5 success trips to Blue Diamond. Yeah, and I just wanted to give a big congratulations to Diana Fusi, who's from Tonga, new Blue Diamond. She's been in business for 9 years, and she couldn't attend the first 2 because her dad was sick, but she attended the last 3. So qualifying 5 trips, and then she ended up as a Blue Diamond. It could take, however fast you want to, but that's great, right? To know that I'm going to qualify for 5 success trips, and I'm going to be a very strong Blue Diamond. Now, Egypt 2027, who's excited? Guys, I'm gonna get my Cleopatra on. It's gonna be so great. By the way, do you guys know that Cleopatra was Greek? Yeah, anyway. So Egypt 2027 2027 is going to be so amazing. It's not just the destination or the location, but it's, like John said, it's on everyone's bucket list. So when it comes to Egypt 2027, this trip, it already has your name on it. There is nothing more powerful than a made-up mind. Just make up your mind, I'm going to be on that trip. I'm going to do whatever it takes to be on that trip. And you just need your actions to agree with it. Who will you be accountable to? Just like Abby said, your accountability directly related to your capability. And so who will you be accountable every day with your qualification? And how many team members will you help qualify for this trip? My goal is 200 accounts to Egypt. Woo! That is honestly, like, my belief is just at 100% with this company. And I just know that when you dream big, you can definitely make it happen. And so set a goal of how many people you want to take to Egypt. When we deal in generalities, we shall never succeed. When we deal in specifics, we shall rarely have a failure. When performance is measured, performance improves. When performance is measured and reported, the rate of performance accelerates. And so having accountability calls, setting homework, getting it done, keeping accountable is very, very helpful. I also wanted to let everyone know that I know what it's like to miss out on trips. I know what it's like to hit rock bottom. 2.5 years ago, I was a lapis, fought myself up to Team Elite 4-star Platinum. And you know, it just takes your mind and your energy, like dedicating everything to like hitting your goals. So I know what it's like, and I know that the comeback is always greater than the setback. Like honestly, the only way you fail in this business is if you give up. Just don't give up. Just keep going. Your breakthrough is sooner than you think, okay? So let's meet our incredible panel tonight. First we have Luisa Lotu. She's 34 years old from Fiji. She was a quality assurance lab tech for 12 years, a real estate consultant. Diamond leader, loves to help people, and has qualified for her 3rd trip. Our next panelist is Stephanie Huang, who's a blue diamond from Perth. She's a mom of 2. She has a piano tutoring business. Qualified for her 3rd trip, hardworking, determined, and always shows up and consistent. We have Hila Bray, who's originally from Papua New Guinea, based in Australia, mom of 2, emerald leader, and she's qualified for her 1st trip to South Korea. She has a big heart and is passionate about her business. Woo! Next we have Kitty. Kitty's one word, one name, Beyonce Madonna Kitty. She's from Auckland, New Zealand. She captured the business at such a young age, is a Team Elite 2-year, Team Elite Platinum 3-star, sponsored by her mom, and is very focused and a hard worker. Next we have Manzo Connor, a new Ruby leader, reinventing herself at the age of 57. She's traveling for the whole 12 months, which is really cool to not have an address. Mama to 30 years plus in wellness space, traveling for the next 12 months, qualified for her 1st trip to South Korea, and has great energy and a great powerhouse leader. And last we have Linda Goodley. She's a wife and mama of 2. She's a finance reporter, a new emerald leader, 1st-time qualifier for South Korea. She is the definition of never giving up and persistent. Let's give it up for our panel. She's so happy because she won so many prizes today. All right, ladies, let's get to it. So, yeah, we have a bit of time, so why don't you just do... Oh, I think we will skip the introduction. Okay, let's get into it. Sorry, I talk out loud. Okay. So, thank you so much, ladies, for joining me on stage today. Let's start with Stephanie. Take us back to your first success trip. What was your experience? What was the biggest takeaway that stayed with you long after the trip ended?
So my first trip was back in 2019 to Hawaii. And as Paul would have put it, it was unbelievable. It really, really was. I mean, I've been on holidays, but this is holiday at another level. 5-star resort accommodations, the food, the farewell and the welcome dinners, And the group active the company took us out on, I remember back for Hawaii, it was scuba diving. It was my first experience scuba diving. I brought my daughter along with me on the trip. And I think it's just experiencing the success trip itself with your team, with your family, your friends all around you. It is honestly a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Thank you, Stephanie. Louisa, how about you? Take us back to your first success trip. What was your experience and your biggest takeaway?
Bola! My first success trip was to Lisbon, Portugal, but unfortunately I couldn't go because of visa. I'm going to talk about Cancun, Mexico. I grew up in a small town in Fiji. Growing up, humble beginnings, I always hear aeroplanes flying over the village. And I used to daydream because I was brought up by a strong mom, single mom. So I used to dream and say, I don't know if I'm gonna go on an aeroplane one day, but I'm gonna work hard to go. And New Skin made that possible. Ever since I joined New Skin, I started flying. I went to Tonga, then I went to Cancun, Mexico. And when I went to Mexico, I think I was the one who traveled first and landed last. Because I took the longest route. I started traveling on Tuesday, guys. When I went, it was a different experience. When I was on the plane, I was like, gosh, I was praying for this, like from Fiji, now to Sydney, then now to Hong Kong, and now to Shanghai, and then to Tijuana, and then to Cancun, Mexico City, and then to Cancun. I was like, oh my gosh, 38 hours of traveling, but I love it. So yeah, when I reached, John Homie was at the entrance, and they were giving drinks. As I took the drinks, my hand was shaking. Not because of lack of sleep, but I was so excited, and it brings back the memories of the late nights, of the seen messages from customers and the follow-ups. Like, you get that feeling of just being grateful that my hard work has been paid off. So if you're sitting here and you have been trying to go on success trip, trust me, I have been there. I've seen Pauline when I joined in 2020 travel. I missed 1, 2, 3, 4. And on the Hokkaido trip, I commented on Pauline's live. This is the last live I'm gonna watch on through your lenses. This is the one. So I'm so grateful for my leaders, Pauline and Jay and Tui, for the support. And if you do the work, you will get there. So that was my experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Louisa, Vinaka. Kitty, how about you? Take us back to your first success trip. What was your experience and what was your biggest takeaway?
So I had my first success trip in 2023. There was, I remember was in the May in Maldives. And I was attendant as a complimentary guest. And my mom was the qualifier. And she was just a gold at that time. Yeah, that's at the very beginning of our New Skin journey. And we are not familiar with the company, with the culture, with anyone of you guys here. So once we joined the trip at that time, and we participated, we get a chance to meet the people, meet all the leaders, and we can have a deep communications, and we get to know what is New Skin, what this company doing, how they empower people, yeah, and its vision. And also, we get to know about the uniqueness of its technologies, as well as the potential of the business. And that's how me and my mom, we made our day. Like, we're both TEP now. Yeah, so it's really necessary for us for all of you, all of your new team members to come and participate in Success Trip. What else? Yeah, it's very good reward promotion to encourage new team members to qualify and to experience our New Skin family community.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kitty. How old were you when you went to Maldives? And then how old were you when you became a team elite? Because I think you're like one of the youngest team elites I know. And then last year you were Team Elite Platinum 3-star and your check was 6 figures.
Last year I was 26.
And how old were you in Maldives?
23, yeah.
Amazing. Awesome.
23, yep, not 24s.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm a Joe, I turned to 24.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kitty.
Everyone please participate.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Kitty. Our next question is for the beautiful Maz. Maz, while qualifying, what was the biggest challenge you faced and what helped you push through it?
What was my biggest challenge? That it wasn't about me, I think. This was actually my partner and I worked the business together. So the going to Seoul was really about getting him back on his skis was the big thing for that. So I was listening to a podcast by Tony Robbins and Stephen Bartlett. Has anyone seen that? Listened to them this week?
Yeah.
And it was saying, you know, what John was talking about earlier is that when you make it not about yourself, it's even more enjoyable. So this time Sterling gets to come, next time Gabe, next time Sumi. So I think, yeah, not making it about me was the best thing about it. Challenge? I don't know. I don't really have a challenge because it's a bit of a game. I like to gamify things. So just making sure that does anyone have like a little tick off thing that you do when you're qualifying for anything? Do you have it? I had it up on, like blue tacked up on a wall and just made sure I coloured it off, and as I went through, and Sterling was often away, and I'd take a photograph of how hard I was working while he was out at sea doing 12-hour shifts 30 days straight, but I was working hard to get him on holidays. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Maz. How about you, Marisa? What was the obstacle that you experienced and how did you push through it?
You just have to keep going, like just mindset. Things will come, family issues will come. Like we all know we have families, but just don't let. If you're why you're strong, you will just keep going. And when you know your purpose, you will just keep going. For me, my purpose for this business is, life is to help more people live better, feel better, and live better. So when I know my purpose, any obstacles or what comes my way, I just have to keep going. It took me 5 years to become a diamond, and I am so sure that I will never give up New Skin. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Louisa. Yeah, same question. Oh, sorry, another question to you, sis. So many people say, maybe next month, I'll try for the next one, I'll try next month. What would you say to them, and why is urgency so critical in qualifying for Success Trips?
Probably go back off the back of what Maz said. If you make it not about yourself, and you determine the pace of your team, right? And like leaders move with speed, and as when you determine the pace, and if you say next time you'll get, how do I put it, get out of your own way. And a lot of it is mindset. Like me personally, I always often, having this business, I think Amanda touched on it. When you come into the business, you start to realize that you've always had these limitations in your own mind, and once you start to notice them and label them and realize that, oh my God, this was just my mind telling me that I could do it. So a lot of people sort of just sit on stuff, and when you start to move with speed and you start to set the pace, like what we've done with the team, and they start to see that you're moving, they'll start to pick themselves up and instill that confidence in them. Like, if she can do it, I can do it too. That's something that I learned from when Cam first knocked on my door. I'm in Cameron's team, and he told me a story of 2 island girls, you and Paul. That really just inspired me to say, wow, if they can do it, I can too. Speed is everything, I feel. I think also on Amanda's presentation, success loves speed. And if you're gonna you procrastinate to a point that it doesn't get done. So you need to take action, and the quicker you move, you affect other people. There's more people that you can take along. So we're grateful that in our team, I'm able to take another sister. We just only started moving in the business in PNG since April, so it's really exciting times for us.
Awesome. Well done, Kila. Thank you. Our next question is for Stephanie. How did attending a success trip change your belief, not just in Nu Skin, but in what was possible for your team?
My belief shift was actually not my own success trip, but my upline Amanda's. When she first qualified for hers, she went to her first success trip to South Africa. She went with her upline and downline, and they came back with the most amazing stories, photos, and I think them going on the trip made me believe that it was possible. So for anyone in doubt, you just need to go on your first one. And when you do, and when you come back, your success trip story will make that belief shift in someone close to you. May it be your family, your friend, or one of your team members. So yeah, for me it wasn't my own, it was just seeing them go, my belief shifted then.
I love that. And I think I relate that to what Matt said, that it's not about us, it's about others. And so when you qualify for a success trip, it allows other people to know that they can do it too, right? Thanks, Stephanie. And how about you, Kitty? How did attending a success trip change your belief, not just in Nu Skin, but what was possible for you and your team? How did the success trip increase your belief?
Because I have already attended like 4 success trips so far, and so after each trip, I feel more confident because my recognition was keep going up. So for me, it's like a self growth. So. Yeah, every time I attend, for myself, it's a self-growth, and at the meantime, I can empower my success to my team members. I think that's a very good example in my team.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kitty, and we can see that as well. Thank you. So last question, we'll start from Maz and Wilson and Linda and Steph. What were the non-negotiable daily actions you committed to while qualifying? How did those habits shape the leader you are today? Daily actions.
My non-negotiables. Showing up online. I chose to live overseas during this qualification period, so I needed to show up online because I actually went in an area that was probably quite remote. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, I did. So I won't do that again. The non-negotiables was showing up, but also my new non-negotiable is if I think about someone, I must call them. So if I think about them, they come into my mind, I call them. If they don't answer, they get an SMS.
I love that. Thank you, Maz.
My non-negotiables is my personal growth every morning. My spiritual growth, alignment every day, because when you're aligned with God, everything else will fall into place. And joining OTG Live, and also just following up with my team and staying connected to your upline. So that's the main thing, staying connected to your upline, because that's what I wasn't doing for 4 years, but last year I did it
everything just
Finally.
Thank you, Pauline. Sorry, Linda, before you answer that question, I skipped you for the other question, but at least you sat there looking pretty. Talk about urgency before you talk about your daily actions, please, Linda.
Hi everyone. So for me, urgency was like, for most people, they don't just miss success just because they're not capable. They miss it because they're not willing to push themselves to do the daily actions. And I say that because that was me for a number of years. I was so stuck in my corporate job, which really took a lot of my time and robbed me of my health in so many ways. And it wasn't that I wasn't capable, but I felt stuck because I was too tired to do the daily actions, And so, and when Tui told me last year sometime, sister, you know that you qualified for your first year of South Korea, I just got cried. I wasn't even qualified, but I was just doing what I do. And when she told me that shifted my mindset. And when my mindset shifted, it created the urgency. And I began to, just see that my momentum started to build easy. Having conversations with people became easier. Just working with my team was a lot easier to do because there was a goal, there was that urgency. And I also found that I'm not doing this for myself, but doing that for my team. So, for me, it was definitely the mindset shift and just pushing past that and then just being urgent about it and not allowing my corporate life world is too busy to be kind of like an excuse. Because only when that shifted, then the urgency came and then the change began to take place.
How about your daily actions? Because your routine starts at like 4 a.m., you have massive days.
Yeah, so my daily actions is, I guess the number one thing for me is mindset. And like Louisa said, it's, it's a spiritual well-being, and for me, it's like I start off there, because if that is right for me, then that sets the platform for me. So I had to really work on my mindset, protect my mindset, and know what I want, and go all in, and create what I wanted to, because nobody was good for me.
Awesome, thank you, Linda. Kayla, how about Stephanie and then your daily actions? What do you do every day to qualify for a trip?
My non-negotiable would be speaking to my upline every day. It is something that we do daily, and I think it was very helpful for me. So for my downlines, I welcome it. I welcome it every day. Some may not be able to do it every day, but then definitely weekly. Because when you're speaking so often, you're encountering any issues or problems you may have very early on. It doesn't become a big issue after. You are planning for personal goals, you're planning your events. Now, we love our events, whether it's our weekly or monthly spa parties, our Easter, our Jacaranda, our Christmas, our Chinese celebrations, our Zumba and fitness and TRME events. Doesn't matter what it is, we need to plan early, because a lot of the girls in my team, they're moms, they have kids, they have their own jobs. So we have to have weekly meetings, we allocate jobs early, we're very organized, we have our dates. Then that way, it doesn't become overwhelming, because it can be. But definitely, to me, daily speaking with my upline is a must. And I welcome it to all my downlines as well, and you should too.
Awesome. Thank you, Stephanie.
For me, non-negotiables is pour into your cup first, because you can't pour out of an empty cup. So for me, it's my altar, Bible first, and then do something, movement. That's my non-negotiable. I've got to move, because after I get a bit of movement, I feel really good about myself. And then keeping in touch with the team, because when the chats go quiet, there's nobody talking. So that's something that's really important to me, that I'm always communicating with all my team. And then of course our account manager and Cam. So those lines have to be open all the time, and that's a constant. And then of course showing up, because if I don't show up, no one will show up. I've got to lead the team, so I have to show up. When they see me talking on the stories, when they see me doing something, oh, she's doing it, I've got to follow. Like, you're leading them, so they come along, and then they then lead themselves and lead their own people too. So those are the non-negotiables for me: altar time, movement, and then start doing the work.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Gila. Thank you, ladies. Sorry, we're running out of time. But can everyone please give a big hand to our panelists? Everyone who has qualified for South Korea,